What's going on, my Vita fanatics and Vita fans? Time for another PlayStation Vita unofficial port tutorial. We are starting the year with a bang. First we got NeedForSpeed HotPursuit ported onto the PlayStation Vita, and now we have SoulCalibur courtesy of Rin Gatamante, who is one of the most important MVPs of our Vita community. So Rin just updated it on his Twitter account. He ported SoulCalibur and he was testing it. Now, as you can see, the game is running pretty awesome. This is an Android port of the game. You definitely are going to need a jailbroken PlayStation Vita in order to run this game, along with the other unofficial port titles. Now, this is the first SoulCalibur game, if I'm not wrong. This is the second in its series, but the first SoulCalibur game. The first game of the series was named as Soul Edge, and then we got SoulCalibur right after Soul Edge. Hope you're going to enjoy this. So the game runs at a constant 30 FPS, even after overclocking. Now I have my PlayStation Vita overclocked to the max. I'm going to help you guys to install this, definitely, like how I always do. And yeah, before we move on to that part, one thing that you guys need to keep in mind, you have some specific prerequisites and plugins installed. I have a dedicated and specific video based on those plugins. You can find it on the description. Go ahead and check that video out, definitely. Also, in order to understand more about Vita overclocking and its features, I also have another video made based on Psvshell and another application. That video is also linked in the description. And this is a very solid title, solid port. Okay, so let's head over into the installation process. Okay, so in order to get this port up and running, you're going to need to get a hold of the game data files. So the port has been tested with the version 1.0.15 of the game. Some of these stages might cause frame drops. You can report it to Rin so that he can look into it and further improve it along the way. In order to get a hold of the game data files, you can either use Google or you can join my Discord server, where I'd be more than happy to show you support. Unfortunately, I won't be able to provide you guys with the game data files. YouTube has its own set of rules and regulations. You need to create a folder named SoulCalibur, just like this, and inside the SoulCalibur folder you're gonna have to put all of the game files. Okay, once that has been done, you're going to connect your PlayStation Vita using Psvshell with the help of a USB cable. Head over into the data folder, and this is where you're going to paste the game data file of SoulCalibur. Additionally, you're gonna head over into the link in the description, which will lead you to Rin's website. You're gonna scroll down and download the Vpk file of SoulCalibur. Once the Vpk file has been downloaded, either paste it onto the root of your Vita's SD card, or you can place it inside a created folder where you store your VPKs, like I do. Make sure your PlayStation Vitas are overclocked, because these kind of games needs your PlayStation Vitas to be overclocked. Along with that, you are going to need two plugins, QBridge and FDFix or Repatch. I have a dedicated video for that as well, if you want to take a look at that plugins video, which is dedicated specifically for all the essential plugins to run these unofficial ports. And in order to get a seamless PsVita jailbreak experience, please go ahead and do so by visiting the link in the description. Once you have the game data file and the VPK file transferred into your PsVita's memory card, it's time to install the game. Disconnect your PlayStation Vitas, look for the VPK file. It should be somewhere in UXO based on your memory card configuration. Let's look for the SoulCalibur Vpk file and just hit on X and follow the on-screen instructions. Exit out of Psvshell, scroll down on the live area, you're going to see SoulCalibur. Alright guys, so that was it for this one. If you have found this tutorial enjoyable and informative, along with that useful, please make sure to drop in a like and subscribe, show your support. I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Dr. Brute 7 signing off. Peace.